Do not despair, my dear. The gifting fairy is here.
Oh wow, the gifting fairy. What's a gifting fairy?
Does it matter? I'm going to give you some free stuff.
And why can't I see
You don't have the budget for me. Now listen here, young man.
Yeah, if it's all the same, I'm going to pass on this. My parents always told me don't take things from strangers, especially gifts, so...
Do you want your free stuff, you fiery ass biscuit, or not?
Yes?
Good. Then look in the other room, for in there I have gifted you your greatest desire. Your other greatest desire.
Oh. Ooh. I can't believe it. I'm finally going to get them. A big bloody box set of the most perfectly painted, incredibly articulated...
Avengers action!
Still going? Really? Not funny anymore. Going on a bit, isn't it? I'll come back when you're finished. Yes.
Bootleg toys. Let me take you back. You're about 4 or 5 years old, you're watching Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, CITV, channels like that, channels with adverts. And between your favourite shows, there were adverts for toys that you really wanted. Stuff that you put on your Christmas list mentally and probably circled in the Argos catalogue physically almost immediately. We're talking Action Man, we're talking Barbie, we're talking Lego, we're talking Tyco, we're talking hoops that you push down dirt roads with sticks, we're talking iPads that have apps to control the hoops to confuse the kid from the 1930s who's come here for some reason to play with hoops and sticks in the 21st century in the first place. I'm getting off track. Point is, there was always a toy that we wanted. This is Thunderbird 2. Got this in the 90s. I adore this toy. And before you ask, yes, it still has, I can feel the nostalgia glow coming off of some of you, it still has Thunderbird 4 inside it. There was always one toy at least that we desired above everything else. And smaller companies knew this. Eager to profit, but hardly able to make that sweet, sweet Playmobil dough. Or Play-Doh. Play-Doh. These companies hatched a plan to compete with the big boys. Now, Toys R Us, Toy Master, Walmart, Argos, supermarkets like Asda and Tesco, these guys had the real deal. But all of a sudden, smaller shops, pound shops, lesser known franchises, and even newsagents particularly, started to stock the new kids in town. The badly painted, poorly produced kids. These things.
You see, when Grandma grabs you a set of soldiers or a pretty pink doll from the late shop or grocer's, she thinks that it's what you want, and oh boy was it cheaper than she realised. But, much like knockoff cartoons and DVDs, and don't worry, we'll get around to those soon, these babies are worlds away from the quality you'd expect. It's at this point in the video I wanted to show you a big bunch of photos of bootleg products, but I'm not too keen on upsetting anyone over copyright. Which is funny, considering that that's the whole point of the toys. So if I showed a pic of something that's already breaching copyright, I should be morally clean by default, yeah? That's how justice works. 2 wrongs making a right and... oh, whatever. Look at these monstrosities! Thomas has gone from being a really useful engine to a new, reliable performance engine. And this variant of Thor clearly forgot how to eat his Black Forest Gatto without smearing on his face! Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Frozen, but even I don't feel that Elsa ripped out my still beating heart when I was sat in the theatre. And then there's this thing. Wait, hang on. What does that say? Does that really say... but why would anyone... what has that got to... who thinks that... but why would you... what?
This Hulk is my favourite, because his face is pretty well sculpted. Hello, I'm the Hulk. But then it comes to his pants. They haven't bothered to paint them. But they're still marked. It looks like he's burned his leg. It looks like he's run a really hot bath and then just gone, yeah, right. Ah, Christ! Terrible! No! No! Oh, I think I broke his bulb.
Even though Iron Man is the only character wearing some form of electronic armour, every figure seemed to have a light inside their chest. None of them worked, despite how much I pressed the oversized buttons on the back, until I got to Spidey.
That's Spidey's light. Button. See what... Oh! We got one! Still crap. Damn it! Ah! See if its accessory works. Does it go here? Does it go here? Does it go here? Now this has been the biggest conundrum for me, because a lot of these accessory sets, a lot of pirated toys tend to come with like a hat or a toy gun or a mask or something. And this comes with an Iron Man mask with the most horrifying eyes imaginable. Like the white with the black in the middle. You put it to dark like that. Those look like eyes. They look like someone's taken a Simpsons character, cut their nose off and then shoved them into like a red meat hat or something. I don't know. But this is the weirdest part. I noticed after unboxing it, it's got a tag. Now if you take that little tag out, that usually means it can do something electronic. And there seems to be a button here. So, let's discover together, shall we? What this does, if anything. Oh! You are kidding me. Can I make it stick? Oh! His eyes light up! Oh, they took the most horrifying feature and made it even more horrifying! Ah! Oh, this is horrible! Like, not only does it look ridiculous, but like the lights on the inside are brighter than on the outside. So my retinas are burning off! I feel like Daredevil! I wanted to be Iron Man! Not Daredevil! That was a blind joke, because Daredevil is blind. It's a bit dark, isn't it? No, I mean, it was a dark joke. I'm not saying it's dark when you're blind. This is... Do you know what? Just look at the mask. Look at the pretty mask. Forget I said anything.
You could just edit this bit out.
I know I can edit it out!
Oh, hello there, I'm Iron Man, and I'm here to save the day. So they put the hat on. Iron Man!
These toys have clearly been created to cash in on Marvel's franchises, the X-Men, Spider-Man, the Avengers. However, there is an odd one out.
And there came a day unlike any other, when the might of one of Earth's heroes was not enough to quell the oncoming threat. They would unite to... Hey guys, how you doing? Batman here. I know I'm not part of your gang, but can I join in? I'm just gonna join in. I'll just pose. I'm just gonna pose for you guys. Right there. Now we're a team.
Now, very limited pose abilities we've already seen, but stand up, mate. Oh, that's the quality of the toy. Not bad, you'd think. This is the recent official output. That's an Iron Man 3 Iron Man. That's a Winter Soldier Captain America. Is it so bad? Especially with younger kids. Younger kids, they don't really know the difference between quality. They just want to play. They want to use their imagination. And you'd be quite right if you went for the fact that these guys have battery components in them that are melting rapidly all the time. If you're fine with your 3-year-old chewing on that, fair enough. And besides, these are adult collector's items nowadays, so let's just get them away from the skanky ones. Come along, Cap.
All we need now is the intergalactic threat for them to face. That'll do.
So I suppose the final question is, are bootleg toys really that bad? They're cheap. If they get damaged, it doesn't matter. They didn't cost very much anyway, and my kid can still play with them. Why not buy them? This is why. For every 10 of these crappy little Spider-Men you buy, you could have bought your kid 3 or 4 genuine, real quality Spider-Man products from the companies that make the real deal. Stuff that will last forever. Things that won't break, won't shatter, won't make your child cry when it crumbles to pieces. See this Thunderbird? Yeah, remember this? Die-cast metal. This is over 20 years old. I could give this to a child now, and they would still play with it. It's quality. It's lasted the test of time, and it gave me many, many happy hours letting my imagination run, just playing International Rescue and thinking it was the greatest thing in the world. And I've still got Thunderbird 1, and Thunderbird 3, and Tracy Island. They've lasted over 20 years. The point is, give your child the toy they deserve, something that's going to bring them joy for years on end, and help their imagination grow and develop, and ultimately give them the best memories of childhood they could ever wish for. Unless they want to take their Batman down to the beach, in which case, yeah, buy them a crappy Batman bootleg. Don't want to ruin the real thing. If it's still mint in box, keep it mint in box!
Hey everybody, thank you for watching this, what promises to be the first of a new series of videos to my channel. I've finally got the time to make some, yay! And I've got terrible editing software to work with, but I'll get around that, and hopefully you'll still have some fun. Thank you to all the new subscribers who joined my channel whilst I've been away. If you haven't checked out 9 is 10 yet, please do. I'm also on this week's episode of Doctor Who The Fan Show on the official Doctor Who YouTube channel. Link to that is below in the description. Thank you to Benji for the music and Billy for the graphics. You know them, you love them, and if you don't, links to their Twitter accounts will be down below as well. And if you like this video, subscribe! See you again next time.
Hang on. Whatever happened to the gifting fairy?
What?